Hey y'all, welcome back to another NV Creations coin roll hunting video. As you can see, here we go again on another round of what's in these 10 rolls of nickels. Picked them up the other day, figured we'd hunt through them, see what we can find. Love to find me something old, war nickels, buffalo nickel. I've yet to find a V nickel, that would be a score and a half. As you know, I score all of my hunts with 1 point for 2004 and 5s, 2 points for foreigns, 3 points for 2009s, 5 points for low mintage coins, which would be my 2024s. Let me know in the comments if there's any other ones I should throw in on that category. But I got 10 points for war nickels, 20 points for buffalo nickels, and 30 points for V nickels. So why don't we hop in on this and see what we can come up with. The last two hunts been pretty low. Looks like 23 points on the first one, 10 rolls, and 32 points on the last hunt. So let's see if we can't beat that 32 point round. So I'll quit waffling on and we'll get into these rolls. Alright, well here's roll number one. If you look here, the ender is pretty old. Hopefully that's something in the 40s or better. And then we got looks like a 2014 on this side. But we'll see what we get jumping in on this bad boy. Hopefully something good in there to throw up on the board there. As you can see, they just threw up. So we pull this one up and getting camera there. It's a little wobbly right now. Sorry. That's a 1946. Not quite a war nickel, but pretty close. I like to hang on to any of the coins that are in the 40s and 50s just for my own little collection. But we'll see what we got in here. Man, my camera is just wobbling everywhere. I got it on like a swing arm mount, and I didn't think I was bumping the desk too much, but she's a bouncing around. Hopefully it's not turning out too bad for you guys. So you can kind of see what I'm going here. Been a while since I found a 2009 as well. It would be nice to pull one of them out. Speak of the devil, how about that? Got a nice 2009 Denver. That's going to give us 3 points on the hunt. Maybe I can try that again. It's been a while since we found a 2009. Nope, gave me a 2010 that time. So at least we're getting some points. It's not bad, but could be better, obviously. But hey, it is what it is. We're getting points. I just noticed on the desk here that we're going to get some points for, should I put it in two categories since it's a 2009 Canadian? But that's in really nice shape. I'm going to have to throw that one under the grade, see if it's worth more than a nickel. But that's going to give us 2 points on our hunt there, so we're up to 5. Not a bad start. Hopefully we can get some more goodies out of here, but blood sugar must be low. I'm a little shaky today. There's a 2004, so that's going to give us another point. So there's 6 points on first roll. Not half bad. Nice to get some other stuff, but can't be picky. We're only on the first roll. We still got 9 more to go. We're doing good so far. Alright, well, on the first roll we're going to get our 2009 for 3 points, our Canadian for 2 points, and 2004 for 1 point, and then we got that nice old 46 there. So that's going to give us 6 points on roll number 1. I'll get this cleaned up and we will put on roll number 2. Alright, well here's roll number 2. Got just the standard Monticello reverse. I'm guessing that's probably somewhere in the 80s or 90s. Doesn't look too old. I could be wrong. see what we got on the inside. Yep, 1989, like I said. Well, I didn't say it was an 89, but looked to be around the 80s there. A lot of newer stuff in here. Hopefully this isn't blinding you guys on the camera there. Trying to figure out lighting still. I'm going to hang on to that one because it's a 1984. Keep those in my big jug for my retirement fund. There's a 2025 new quarter. I'll hang on to that one. I haven't seen a whole lot of them, but I've come across a few. Still need some for my jewelry collection. Again, if you guys are watching this and getting tired of the same types of hunts every time, let me know what I should do. Should I film a different style hunt? Should I buy some vintage coin rolls and open them up and see what's inside? Or just give me some ideas. Throw them down in the comments. I'm always up for ideas. So that's not going to give us any points. We just got that 2025 and that 84 for my collection, but we'll get this cleaned up, move on to roll number 3. Alright, let's dive into roll number 3. Looks like we got a newer one on one end and just the reverse on the other, so we can't tell what it is. We'll dig in and see what they are. 85. So far a whole lot of junk, but still got a bit of the roll left to dig through and see. There's another 84 I'll hang on to. Almost got enough to get me a bowl of ramen. How about that for an old one there, 1939. Gonna be a filly. That's definitely a keeper. 30s are hard to come by anymore. There's a 2025. There we got a 2005 with the buffalo on it. That'll be for 1 point. Kind of a nice little run there. There's another 2005. It's going to be another American bison. Right behind it, another bison. Wow, that's 3, almost 3 in a row. Pretty hard to do anymore. That's pretty cool. I like those ones. I get a lot of people asking me, another 84, if anybody, or if I make buffalo nickel earrings. And I'm like, oh, can't quite afford buffalo nickels to make earrings out of. There's a 2004. So I make earrings out of them 2005 buffaloes. People seem to like that. The new age buffalo nickel. They are available on my website at nvcreationsmontana.com if you guys are interested in picking up a pair. Well, we got a couple keepers out of that roll, but well, I apologize for that. My phone storage got filled up and I noticed it just a little too late, but I didn't clean anything up. This is still roll number 3. For points on this one, I got 1 2004, 3 2005s. That's going to be a point each for 4 points, and that is going to be it on this one. We did find a nice 1936 and a 2025, a couple 2000 or 1984s for me. So we're going to get 4 points on roll number 3. We'll clean this up, move on to roll number 4. All right, we'll keep this train rolling. We're on to roll number 4 here. Looks like we Got a 2022 or 3 there and a 2021 there. So no great enders on this one. We'll see what's got on the inside for us. All right. A lot of 2020s era. That's going to be common though. The 2010s and 2020s for the obvious reason, being fairly new. Yeah, a whole lot of new stuff. Forgot to put my watch on silent there. There's always something going on. This one looks older, just a 64. Pretty common, them ones. Made a whole ton of them. $84, so I'm at least getting something out of the deal here with a little piggy bank filler. That's going to be it for roll number 4. Is just that one 1984 for my piggy bank. So no points on roll number 4. We'll move on to roll number 5. All right, roll number 5 here. We got a pretty newer looking Monticello on the back, probably 2000s, not worn. '96 it was. There's a 2005 Ocean in View, so that'll be 1 point. Not a whole lot of good stuff in here so far. There's another 2005 Ocean in View, so this roll is going to give us 2 points so far. Still nothing fantastic out here. I mean, that 1936 nickel is pretty cool, but nothing great on the point scale. There's another 2005 Ocean in View. Had a run of the Buffalo earlier, now we got a run on the Ocean in View. Kind of interesting how that goes. The last one's going to be a 2015, so we got 3 Ocean in Views there, so we'll get 3 points on roll number 5. Seems like we're getting points on every other roll, so we'll see if that trend breaks. If I don't get any points on this next roll, then we're running some sort of little routine here of points on every other roll, but we're still getting some points, so it's not too bad. I'll get this cleaned up and we'll start the second half of this hunt. All right, roll number 6, Monticello, something a little older. Can't quite get it pulled far enough to see the date on it, so we'll take its cozy little wrapper off and see what they have in store for us. Must have bumped the camera again. I got to figure out this camera so it doesn't wobble so much. It's driving me nuts. I can't imagine what it is for the viewers. You guys are probably getting seasick. There's a 2005 ocean in view. So that already broke our trend of not getting points every other roll. That's kind of cool. Hopefully it'll just pick up after this, and we just had a couple of bum rolls. If you guys have any good recommendations for desk mounted camera arms that'll hold an iPhone, or maybe some good lighting options, shoot them down in the comments there. Let me know. I can always use a recommendation on what everybody's using for their videography. I guess it's not photography, but definitely use some upgraded equipment. There we go, another Canadian. This one's a 1982. That'll give us 2 points there for a foreign, so we're at 3 points on this roll. Got a few more nickels to go through. There's a 2005 Philly. It's going to be the American Bison, so that's going to give us another point. That's pretty good. It's always good finding point coins in here. Last one's an 81. So we are going to get some coins out of here. We got two 2005s for 2 points, and our 82 Canadian for 2 points. So we're going to get 4 points on roll number 6. We broke our streak of every other roll given points, so that's awesome. Get this cleaned up. We got 4 more rolls to go. All right, roll number 7. Couple of new faces on there. Maybe one will be a 24. Oh, we got some pretty grimy old looking ones in there. For that one being so nasty, 1989. Not very old. And this one is a 96. Those are some pretty nasty nickels for not being super old. People must have had them in found them on the street or something. Just kind of hoping we'd grab a war nickel or something out of there. That'd be fun to find. $84 for me. Not much for good stuff in here yet. There's a 2004, so we'll get a point on this roll. I thought maybe I grabbed roll 6 this time and did roll 7 on the last hunt if I wasn't going to get any points on this one. But here's a 2005 Ocean in View, so that'll be another point. So we're up to 2 points. Alright, well, just going to be 2 points on roll number 7 for a couple of 2004 5s. I got my 84 for my jar, so get this cleaned up, throw 2 points up on the score sheet. We got 3 rolls left. Alright, well, we have 3 rolls left. Looks like we're going to get at least 1 point on this one with that 2004 right there. And just a standard one on the other side. See what we can get in there. Open her up. a couple older ones here looking. We'll just pull them out, get a quick peek at them, see what they are. Probably nothing fancy. Very dirty 2015. And a very dirty 2011. Like I said, didn't look like nothing too fancy. They just looked a little old and worn. There's an 84. I'll hang on to that one for my jar. There's that 2004 Louisiana Purchase. We'll get 1 point for that one. Hopefully there'll be something good. Here's a 2005. Looks like a Philly, Ocean in View. Another point on this one, so we're up to 2 points. Still gathering points on these, so we are pulling stuff out of them. Nothing quite old enough to be worth something real nice, but here's another 2004. Going to be another Louisiana Purchase, so that'll be 3 points total. Here's a one that I'll hang on to, 1959. Nothing fancy, but like I said, I like to hang on to the ones from in the 50s and older. They've been around for plenty of years. Kind of neat to find coins that are that old, still around in circulation. Another 84 for me. And our last one is going to be a 94. So we got our old 59 there for my collection, a couple 84s for my jar. We got 3 2004, 2005, so we're going to get 3 points on roll number 7. That's roll number 8, excuse me. Losing my mind here. So we'll move on. We got 2 more rolls. Let's get this cleaned up and move on. Alright, well here's roll number 9. Looks like we got a 2023 on one end and a Monticello on the other. See if they've got any worthwhile friends in this here roll. So yeah, 2023 on the one ender. There's a nice, pretty beat up, but it's a 1941, right before they came out with the war nickels. It's going to be a Philadelphia because there's no mint mark on the back there. It'd be right over here by the right side of the Monticello, but good old coin to find. We'll hang on to that one and see if it's got any younger friends in there. Some 60s and 70s, but not what we're looking for. A couple of 2020s there. '74. Not looking like too good of a roll here. Yeah, so not a very good roll on roll number 9 there. We just got our 1941 Philly. No points, but I'll hang on to it just because it's old. So Roll number 9 is going to give us 0 points. We got one roll left. I'll get this cleaned up and we'll dive in. Alright, well here's roll 10, our final roll of this hunt. One ender's just the Monticello, the other ender looks a bit older. Can't quite slide it over to see, so we'll crack it open, take a peek at it, see if there's anything good in there. Just kind of spill them everywhere there. See if we can end this hunt with a good roll here. Well, we'll start out not too bad. Here's a Denver 2005. It's going to be the American Bison. That's worth 1 point. Here's that old end coin. It's just a 1968. But if you look close, it's got a San Francisco mint mark. It's kind of cool. Might set that one aside and see what it has for friends in here. That thing looks like somebody was chewing on it. That's pretty strong teeth if that's what it was. Here's a 2004. It's going to be the Lewis and Clark. That'll give us another point, so we're up to 2 points on this roll. Might as well pick that one up. Got 2005 American Bison on it, another Denver, so that'll be 3 points on this roll. Alright, well, that's the end of our hunt. We did find, throwing stuff around, it's 1968 San Francisco, pretty beat up, but I'll hang on to it just because it's San Francisco. And then we got 3 2004 2005s there for 3 points. I'll throw that up on the board, get this cleaned up, and give you guys a rundown on what we found in this here hunt. So I'll get this cleaned up and we'll get that set up for you. Alright, well here's the roundup of our 10 roll hunt. As you can see, we got a total of 19 points on this hunt, quite lower than the last two, so kind of a low end, but we did find some neat stuff. Found 6 2005 American Bison, 6 2005 Ocean and View, 3 2004 Lewis and Clark, 3 2004 Louisiana Purchases. The best coin we found was this 2009 Denver. We got a 2009 and a 1982 Canadian. And then on our older coins that I hung out with, we got a 39, a 41, a 46, a 59. And I normally don't keep them newer than 59, but this is a 68 with the San Francisco stamp on it, so kind of threw that in there. Kind of a below average hunt, but still found some stuff in there that's kind of nice. At 2009, they're tough to find. But I will be throwing on these 2004s and 5s. I split them up into Denver and Philly, and when I get enough, I make rolls out of them, throw them up on the website if anybody's interested for a few bucks. I'd like to get more than $2 just to kind of put a little bit more money into the coin hunting account. The 2009 will be on there. I'll hit it up with the CoinSnap app and see what it gives me for a grade and a price. We'll throw that up there. If you guys are interested, nvcreationsmontana.com. I got the coins tab. You can pick stuff up there. I also make jewelry. You can go check it out on the website there as well if you're interested. There's the shop tab. You can check that out. throw down some comments. Let me know what you guys would like to see me hunt next. If you have any questions or comments you don't want on the YouTube, send me an email at nvcreationsmontana@gmail.com. But like I said, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.